Hey, howdy, friends. It's Steve DePoe here with the Rose Realty team with this week's Real Estate Lock for North Texas. Today, social life in Fort Worth. Now, this is the third part of the triple play, right? We talked about social life in Denton and social life in Dallas. And if you remember those two, there's a lot of similarities in terms of music and art and culture and diversity and restaurants, those types of things. Now we're going to talk about social life in Fort Worth, and you're going to see there's a lot of similarities between the three of them. However, you think about social life in Denton, whether social life in Dallas is a little bit more polished than social life in Denton. You might think of like the entertainers in Denton, maybe go to Denton to kind of polish their chops before they go to Dallas, right? So now we're going to talk about social life in Fort Worth, which has as close as they are, has a different atmosphere, you may want to call it, than social life in Denton or Dallas. Okay, so social life in Fort Worth. First of all, it's got like this Western heritage and cowboy culture, right? It maintains a strong connection to Western heritage. We've got the Fort Worth Stockyards, the National Historic District. We've got the cattle drives on a daily basis, rodeos, Western themed shops, entertainment, and the cowboy culture is like the centerpiece. You know, the actual slogan for Fort Worth, when you think about it, is actually "Where the West Begins." Okay, and so think about that, and that kind of mold that a little bit into some of the social life and cultural things and community things we're going to talk about. Where the West begins is the slogan for Fort Worth. So naturally, it's got this vibrant arts and kind of cultural scene, right? The culture, starting with highlighted by the cultural district in Fort Worth. Where you'll find a lot of museums as well. The Kimball Art Museum, which Rose and I belong to, the Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth, and the Ammon Carter Center and Museum of American Art, right? The Will Rogers Center is also in downtown Fort Worth. Will Rogers, if there was a better example of cowboy, I don't know. But that's all down there. And so in terms of the cultural aspects and the vibrant kind of arts community, that's what you get in Fort Worth. But it's sort of like Western themed. Western is like all around it. Okay. Hey, before we keep on going, our commercial. Hey, if you could like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that's youtube.com/@movingtodallas. We'd appreciate it. You'll get access to all of our videos we have there, all of my vlogs, all of the videos of our luxury houses that we post there. If there was a house there that you were interested in, you could kind of go take a look at it. And then you'll get noticed or an alert when we upload a new video there. You'll likely be the first ones to know. So we thank you very much for doing that, and we appreciate it. Now, the community events and festivals. Hey, just like Denton and just like Dallas, there's a number of community events and festivals that happen throughout the year. There's the stock show, the Fort Worth Stock Show, naturally, and rodeo. There's the Main Street at Fort Worth. There's May Fest, which happens in May, and the Fort Worth Arts Festival, right? These are all things that highlight art and culture, and you may want to say the cowboy culture or the Western culture that's so prevalent in Fort Worth. So that's kind of neat. Dining and nightlife. Hey, look, just like Dallas and Denton, right? It features a lot of Texas barbecue, a lot of Tex-Mex, but we've also got a lot of great steak places in Fort Worth. Everything from Ruth's Chris, Capitol Grill, etc. A lot of great restaurants, a lot of great bars and nightclubs, and those kinds of things. Music venues. It's a lively social scene in Fort Worth. It's compared it's comparable to Dallas, and also on a larger scale compared to compared to Denton. And then again, outdoor activities. The thing about North Texas, right? And we covered this maybe a month ago in Weather and Climate, my Weather and Climate vlog. There's so much to the outdoors in the Metroplex are really great. The weather is phenomenal. Okay, it gets a little hot in the summer, but you know what? Most of the I'm gonna say like 75% of the year, it's like extremely pleasant. And so what these communities have done, and Denton and Fort Worth and others have done, and Dallas, is they have these outdoor venues for us to take advantage of. So there's a Fort Worth Botanical Gardens and Trinity Park and the Trinity Trail system for scenic bike rides and hiking and horseback riding and walks and nature walks and those kinds of things. And aside from you can go to New York, for example, and you can walk around the city, but you have the square there, with the gardens and the baseball fields and stuff like that. But in Fort Worth and Dallas, you've got these green spaces and outdoor activities spread out throughout the city, and so it's and as well as Denton. So it's really kind of neat that you don't have to go to this one location, just to see a tree. You see it throughout the cities here, so it's really kind of neat for nature lovers, so it's a great place to live, a great place to spend some time. Rose and I actually like Fort Worth a little bit better than Dallas as an example, but we also love Denton because it's so close and so easy to get to. So look, the facets of Fort Worth's community and social life showcase a unique blend of historical charm and that old Western sort of atmosphere, along with contemporary stuff like the museums and some nightclubs and restaurants and those kinds of things. So Fort Worth is a little bit lower key than Dallas, and it's a higher key, you may want to call it, than Denton. But these three locations are phenomenal. You really enjoy your time there, spending your time there, and looking around and enjoying both the inside with the museums and the restaurants and the nightclubs, and the outside with the parks and the recreation and the trails and those kinds of things. So it's if you're thinking about moving here, let us know. We can help you out. If you already live here, hey, look, take advantage of these things. They're there for us to take advantage of. I know we don't take advantage of the things closest to us as often as we like, but take advantage of these things. They're really awesome. Hey, next week we got kind of a special guest, John Volman from Synergy One. He's one of our prime lenders. And he's going to talk about the mortgage process. Okay, so really good interview there. Really look forward to that. This is Steve. I am with the Rose Realty team. So long.